Hey there, welcome to second video of the series where we are building the basic employee management system and we are going to discuss the basic requirement assuming that we got a client with their own requirement. Okay, so let's get started assuming that our client owns a big company. Okay, and with many branches all across the country, right? So it has many branches all across the country. Now each branch is having specific amount of employees, and all around the country the company has many thousands of employees, and they want to digitize their attendance system as well as make the salary recorded in the system so that the company owner and the manager can know exactly how many days employees were present and how many salary they are liable to get paid. Now, there is one tricky requirement that company can gives a half day leave to their employees, right? That means that if employee is present for the half day, the employee is liable to get paid for only the half day of their pay scale, and the half day will not be get paid. Also, accordingly, we have to make sure that we calculate the number of days that the employee were present at the time of creating the reports, right? So, let's see how we can structure this requirement in the Pyro CMS, assuming that we have two basic things here in the Pyro CMS which we need to discuss before we get started discussing the requirement. The first is modules. Okay, so the modules, you can assume that it is a container of different type of departments in the company or in the application, right? So assuming that we are building the employee management system, so we will call it employee management system is one of our module, right? Let's call it EMS from now onwards, just to make sure that we can have some less write up in the code. The seconds are the streams, right? So the streams can be considered as a different entities such as company, right? Branch, employee, attendance, as well as the salary, right? So in a company that has this requirement that came to us and we are building the application for them, we can assume that the entity that will be needing are the company, branch, employee, attendance, as well as the salary. Now we can omit the company entity as we are building it specific for the company, right? And not the um, empire who owns multiple companies, right? So assuming these two are our main thing, let's save it as a requirement, right? Requirement load md. Okay, now let's go one by one in the stream and let's discuss the fields that we can store in our system, right? For the branch, right, we can store name, address of the branch, as well as the description, so that the company owner and the different managers can see that what each branch is doing and what not, right? Whatever. The next thing will be employee, right? So definitely we are going to store the first name, last name. Sure, we have a special requirement where we are storing half day and the full day leaves or the attendance, so we have to make sure that the half day pay, right, and the full day pay are separate for each and every employee, right? Also, they will belong to some specific branch, right? Only one branch will be possible, right? Because it is not possible that the one employee is working for multiple branches. They might be working for the multiple branches remotely, but their actual location will be one, right? Okay. Next thing will be attendance, right? So this is the core stuff. This is the core stream in our module. Okay, and we will be storing employee, right? The name of the employee, then the date on which he was present for the half day or full day, right? We also have to make sure whether this is a present entry or the absent entry, so we are going to call it as a type, where we can have a two valid value, present or absent, right? The next thing will be duration, right? So we know that he was either present or absent for the half day or the full day. Also, we have to make sure that on that specific day how much salary he got paid or he should be getting paid, right? So we'll store that as a salary, right? Okay, this is basic. Right now, at the end of the month, he will also get paid the salary on based on the attendance he or she has in the specific month, right? So employee will get a salary on a specific date, right, of specific amount, right? This is just a basic idea of branch employee attendance and the salary, right? We may get evolved with our requirement as we move forward with the development of the application, but for now this is sufficient to get started with our modules. And in the next video we will see how we can set up the modules and the understand what is module in the pyro cms. Thank you for now.